All right, all right, all right. Looks like we got a little bit of fake news happening. For all those out there that watched this earlier this week's live stream, you are going to know that me and RJ called this. We called this on the last live stream. Lolita Files, the lady with the afro, wrote Tim Brennan and Bobby Ladd's book. And she's been pushing her agenda since day one. Now, mind you, this information that you're about to see, this information that's all over the internet, that's on TMZ, this isn't because this news broke. This is what's called a press release. A&E didn't have a end to their show. Like me and RJ were talking about on the last stream that just went out, and it'll be up actually in 10 minutes. It's set to drop at 10:30. But like we said, they were filming episode 5 as of about a week ago. The biggest hurdle that the Fox network had was piecing together their little special. The A&E special, they tried to do 6 parts, this big magnum opus, but their biggest problem was trying to get an end. And they didn't really have an end to their 6 part series. Now, Lolita Files, as we talked about previously in our other live streams, she's working with Tim Brennan and Bobby Ladd. Bobby Ladd and Tim Brennan are well known in Compton, and not in a good way. There is a rap song out called Blondie. And what that is, it's a song about Tim Brennan. Tim Brennan was known in Compton for shaking down drug dealers and not arresting them, just shaking them down. So keep that in mind. So let's go to the talking points of the news that is breaking today. Tupac, weapon was found, current location is a mystery. Well, gee, that doesn't make any sense now, does it? That's like me saying, scientists have found the missing link, but they don't know where the skeleton is. You see what I'm saying? You can't say, "Hey, we we found the weapon." Have no idea where it's at. So I'm going to go by this piece by piece. All right? It says the handgun used to kill Tupac Shakur turned up in a Compton backyard 19 years ago, but mysteriously, no one in law enforcement seems to know where it is today. So if a gun is found, but nobody knows where it is the gun found? Or is it two washed up, crooked detectives, allegedly, drumming up publicity? Well, the bombshell information comes from a police document dug up by the producers of the A&E docuseries Who Killed Tupac. No, this information comes from a bogus document pulled out of Lolita Files'. That's what this is. And I'm going to get into that. 40 caliber Glock was found by a citizen in his backyard in 1998, which he reported to police. Compton PD records show it was booked as found property on May 30th, 1998. Wait a sec, Compton Police? Wait, the same Compton Police that was disbanded due to corruption? The same Compton Police Department that was headed by Reggie Wright Jr., but shut down due to accusations of cocaine coming up missing and money coming up missing and evidence disappearing from the lockers. That Compton Police Department? Oh, so this is really credible. Now, I know there's a lot of people that are going to be watching right now thinking that I'm butthurt, but I'm not. I'm incredulous. I am actually kind of ashamed that I had anything to do with this project. This is how desperate and low they are now. This has nothing to do with the Tupac case. They don't care about solving the Tupac case. They just want to make a headline. And spoiler alert, guys, this came out in the Once Upon a Time in Compton book months ago, and it didn't make the news. The reason it's making the news now is because it has been put out as a press release. But I've got some inside baseball. There's a clip here with Mo Preem, and I want you to watch Mo Preem's body language. Mo Preem's body language is very telling. I talked to someone who was there for this Mo Preem situation, and I've got some bombshells to come out about the behind the scenes of who killed Tupac and some of the stuff that was going on. But right now, let's just focus on this little video that they're going to do with Tupac's brother. Looks like I'm going to have to reload this bad boy. But I want you to pay careful attention to Mo Preem's body language, because there is a segment that they cut out his response to Benjamin Crump. So watch Benjamin Crump say something to him, and then I'm going to pause it and let you know what Mo Preem said that they cut out. Okay?
A very thorough investigation. I want to present to you a document by the LAPD that is just shocking. This was confidential, Mo Preem. If what this document says is true, they never intended for you and I to see this.
Okay, first and foremost, guys, I want you, anybody that actually cares about the case, I want you to look up on Google what an official LAPD internal document looks like. This document is in 16-point font, and I could have typed that up. Okay? Documents that are confidential don't say confidential at the top. They're stamped confidential, and they'll have the seal at the top of the document, and they'll also have the name of the chief of police or the person that is actually making the document confidential. And there will be a number assigned to the document. All right? So the document's a fraud. Straight up. We clowned it in our last live stream, but this is a fraudulent document. They got this straight out of Once Upon a Time in Compton. This was the claim that was made 6 months ago by the same person, Lolita Files with the Afro, that wrote Tim Brennan and Bobby Ladd's book. But the inside baseball is the greatest part. The greatest part to this is Mo Preem's reaction, because look how Mo Preem's sitting. The next scene, they're going to show him completely sitting different, because when Ben Crump in real life showed this document to Mo Preem was like, what the blank do you want me to do with that? I don't know if you can tell or not, but at this part in the series, and trust me, they just filmed this, Mo Preem's relationship with A&E right now is rocky at best. So what they're trying to portray to you as Mo Preem looking serious is actually Mo Preem looking. So I want you to go ahead and take a look at Mo Preem's reaction.
They found a 40 caliber pistol. The Glock pistol was positively identified as the firearm used in the murder.
Where is the serial number? You don't have the gun. You don't have the serial number. You're not showing us the ballistics. This is not ballistics. This is not what a ballistics report looks like. And there is no proof that this document is real. I'm calling this document a fake. Straight up fake. All right? But watch Mo Preem. This is gold.
Of Tupac Shakur. Had you ever been told about this?
Now, notice that Mo Preem was sitting back right there. That's not Mo Preem shaking his head because he's like, oh, you solved the case. That's Mo Preem off. And what he says that they cut out of this scene right now is, what the blank do you want me to do with that? Now watch how this scene cuts.
them finding this gun and that it tested positive. No. The other part of this document says, due to the sensitive nature of the weapon recovery and the potential to alert criminal conspirators outside agency involvement, this document should not be shared with the Las Vegas Police Department.
That is obstruction of justice. If this is real, let's just, for argument's sake, let's say that this is real. That, hey, due to the sensitive nature of this document, we can't share it with Las Vegas police. That is felony obstruction of justice. If Los Angeles Police Department or the Compton PD or Tim Brennan or Bobby Ladd for that matter have evidence that will solve a murder in another state's jurisdiction and they do not turn it over to that state, it is felony obstruction of justice. There is no way that Los Angeles Police Department is going to obstruct justice. And what was the reason they just gave for that? To protect those involved in the conspiracy? Well, who would that be? Would that be, I don't know, Compton PD? Would that be Compton PD? But no, let's hear that one more time. Let's hear that one more time. Why didn't they share that document, Ben Crump?
Agency involvement, this document should not be shared with the Las Vegas Police Department. Agency involvement, nature of the weapon recovery, and the potential to alert criminal conspirators outside agency involvement.
So we wouldn't want to alert anybody responsible for the death of Tupac Shakur that we have the evidence to convict them. Are you guys seeing what kind of fake BS this is? Because that's what it is. And I'm going to end this. But I want you to watch Mopreem. Mopreem is not happy with the show. The show has pushed Mopreem and his wife out the door. They don't want to deal with him. Mopreem is not getting along with these people. And Ben Crump has no integrity. I'm ashamed of this show. And any real Tupac fan that wants to see this case solved should be just as incredulous and mad as I am right now. This is absolute fake news. This is worse than CNN. This is absolute fake news.
This document should not be shared with the Las Vegas Police Department. How does that make you feel?
So the gun's lost. Well, you can't test fire a weapon that you don't have. How do you test fire a weapon you don't have? How do you report that a murder weapon was found, but we don't know where it's at? All this is, folks, this 6-part series that's interviewed people that were close to Tupac, that said that it was going to be unbiased, is nothing but a cheap, pandering way to sell a book. And for the first time in my life, I actually agree with Greg Kading and Mike Dorsey when they said this was going to be a shit show. So, you guys tell me what you think. Leave it in the comments. Sorry for the last stream, guys. I didn't know that my mic was off. But, I'll catch you on the next upload. And be sure to watch the live stream that just dropped. It just dropped while this was live streaming. And it's me and RJ calling this. We called this in advance. So, for all you guys out there that think I'm butthurt over it, I'm not butthurt because I knew that this was where this was going. But the fact that they put this press release out and TMZ's running a story that says that, hey, we found the weapon, we don't know where it is pure garbage. So, you guys can believe what you want, but I know the truth. See you on the next upload.